see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body.
Under the scorching heat of the Sepang circuit in Malaysia, surprising news slowly began to emerge from behind closed doors. Two familiar faces in the MotoGP world, KTM's Pol Espargaro and Yamaha's Augusto Fernandez, now a valuable asset, were reportedly conducting secret testing of an 850 cubic centimeters prototype engine that would be used in the new 2027 MotoGP regulations. This move was carried out discreetly, away from cameras and without official publicity from either manufacturer. According to sources within the paddock, the testing session took place under extremely closed doors. Certain areas of Sepang were reportedly even more tightly guarded than usual, as if a major project had to be completely hidden from the public and rivals. Pol, known as an experienced test rider with an aggressive character, was reportedly testing an early version of the 850 cubic centimeters engine, focusing on mid-range torque and corner exit stability, two key areas of concern in the upcoming new era. Meanwhile, Augusto Fernandez's presence at the Yamaha test site was another surprise. He reportedly helped provide detailed feedback on the transition from the 1000 cubic centimeters to the 850 cubic centimeters generation engines, from throttle response to engine behavior during rapid changes of direction in Sepang's fast corners. Yamaha is believed to be in dire need of input from a rider accustomed to riding a bike with a smooth yet competitive character. Other sources say that the two manufacturers appear to be racing to secure the most effective development direction for the small 850 cubic centimeters engine era. Neither KTM nor Yamaha wants to be left behind, considering that the 2027 regulation changes are predicted to drastically alter the MotoGP power map, from power delivery and fuel consumption to a completely different riding style. While all information remains leaked, signs that the 850 cubic centimeters project is entering a serious phase are increasingly difficult to hide. A smoother, yet distinct, engine sound was heard several times on the track during closed-door sessions. Some mechanics were even seen carrying new equipment never before seen in the MotoGP paddock. If these rumors are true, then Pol and Augusto are playing a major role in shaping the future of the world's fastest motorcycles over the next 3 years. And Sepang, once again, is the birthplace of technology that will determine who will dominate in the new era of 2027. And here's the complete news. Under the humid and hot conditions typical of Sepang, Malaysia, a mysterious activity was taking place, unnoticed by the public. From a distance, the distinct sound of an exhaust note, more subtle but clearly powerful, was occasionally heard breaking the silence. That was the first sign that something unusual was afoot. And the news that was now starting to leak out was that two top test riders, Pol Espargaro of KTM and Augusto Fernandez of Yamaha, had apparently been secretly testing prototypes of the 850 cubic centimeters engine that will become the new MotoGP standard for the 2027 season. Since the beginning of the week, several areas of the Sepang circuit have appeared more closed off than usual. The dedicated testing paddock was covered with high black curtains, and mechanic access was restricted to only the core team with special identification. Even some track officials admitted they were not allowed near the session when it began. All of this reinforced the suspicion that a major manufacturer was testing something truly crucial and still highly classified. Pol Espargaro is known to be a crucial figure in the development of KTM's motorcycles for the new era. With his aggressive riding style, extensive experience and ability to read the bike's characteristics down to the smallest detail, Pol was entrusted with testing the initial version of the 850 cubic centimeters engine, which is said to have more linear power than the 1000 cubic centimeters generation. He spent considerable time understanding how this new power delivery affects corner entry, rear tire traction, and the corner exit acceleration characteristic of KTM's V4 engines. Meanwhile, the presence of Augusto Fernandez only added drama to these rumors. Yamaha has long been known as a manufacturer with a more refined and precise approach, but the 2027 regulation changes forced them to think more radically. Augusto reportedly tested two engine configurations simultaneously, one an initial 850 cubic centimeters inline-4 version and another, described as an experimental package focused on reducing drag and increasing combustion efficiency. He provided feedback on stability during high-speed cornering, more sensitive throttle response, and how the new engine adapts to Yamaha's chassis, which typically prioritizes agility. Mechanics involved in the test noted that the engine's sound character differs from the previous generation. It's not as high as 1,000 cubic centimeters, but rather more screaming at mid-RPM and delivers a more solid torque sensation. This aligns with predictions that the 2027 MotoGP season will be far more demanding of refined riding technique and maneuvering efficiency, rather than just raw power. Even more interestingly, internal sources report that several new electronic devices specifically for the 850 cubic centimeters are also being tested, from new throttle mapping, a more sophisticated torque control system, to a next-generation anti-wheelie device. All of this is being done to prepare for a new era, with potentially drastic changes to the maximum speed limit. There has been no official confirmation from KTM or Yamaha. Both have remained silent, stating only that they are making normal preparations for the future. However, the fact that two elite test riders are riding together on a circuit under extremely closed conditions clearly confirms that this project is more than just a light test, but rather the first step towards major competition in 2027. If this test does indeed take place, Sepang will once again witness the birth of a new era for MotoGP. And Pol and Augusto are the two figures who now hold a crucial part of this big secret. A secret that could determine who the new rulers will be when the 850 cubic centimeters regulations are officially implemented. Amidst the quiet of the competitive break and the preparations for the new MotoGP era in 2027, a major rumor suddenly exploded, sending the entire paddock into an uproar. The news was quite surprising. Valentino Rossi's VR46 racing team was reportedly considering a major move away from Ducati, the manufacturer that had brought them podium finishes, consistent top-flight performances, and even becoming one of the most dangerous satellite teams in recent seasons. This rumor stemmed from various internal conversations, whispers among the paddock crew, and several analysts who cited a divergence of vision between VR46 and Ducati regarding the future of technical support and the direction of motorcycle development. Ducati, which now boasts numerous satellite teams and a growing roster of talented riders, was reportedly beginning to tighten its priority allocation. VR46, despite its popularity and competitiveness, was no longer in the exclusive position it once enjoyed. Amidst this situation, Aprilia stepped in with an aggressive approach and a very tempting offer. Rumors swirled that Aprilia was ready to offer full support equivalent to the level of a main satellite team. Their technical package, which has shown significant improvements in recent years, particularly in aerodynamics and engine efficiency, is expected to give VR46 greater room to develop, not just as a regular satellite team, but as a strategic partner. For Aprilia, joining VR46 is a golden opportunity. They will gain a team with a highly professional organizational structure, a solid technical team, the experience of young riders like Marco Bezzecchi and Luca Marini, or their replacements in 2027, and the immense commercial value of Valentino Rossi's image. Rossi is not just a MotoGP icon. He is a global brand that can attract major sponsors and massively increase the team's exposure. This scenario is certainly not just a simple team transfer. If it were to happen, the impact could reshape the balance of power in MotoGP in 2027. Ducati could lose one of its most consistent and popular satellite teams. They would remain strong, but the loss of VR46 would force them to find a new strategy to maintain their dominance. Conversely, Aprilia would receive a significant boost both technically and morally. The combination of Aprilia's signature aggressive racing style, combined with VR46's renowned DNA, which has produced many talented riders from the Rossi Academy, could create a new force that could break the dominance of other major teams. This rumor has also given rise to much speculation about the riders. If VR46 does indeed move, Will their riders stay? Will Aprilia offer them full factory spec bikes to entice them? Or will this move open the door for other young talents to move up to the premier class with a promising package? Beyond all the technical speculation, this decision also touches on an emotional one. Valentino Rossi was a Ducati legend when he rode for the manufacturer in MotoGP, but he also has a strong connection to Aprilia. The bike he rode to
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist and we take